it going? My name is Jay and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the South America pack, the newest DLC for planetzoo. Firstly, I just want to say a huge thanks to Frontier, the developers of planetzoo, and Bo, the community lead manager, for dropping me a key to the new pack. I've had such a great time the past day just kind of exploring all the new items and animals and just kind of getting to grips with all of this new content. And just to say, huge props to Frontier for making this release as successful as it was, while everyone there has been working from home. Honestly, so impressive and really huge props to them. So yeah, and also thanks Frontier for giving us all something to enjoy while we're all in lockdown, so that's really great of them too. And of course, just jumping off that, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, so all views and opinions in this review are going to be my own, and you're going to be hearing kind of my honest thoughts on the DLC and all of its content. So for this video, we're going to be splitting our ranking into 5 segments, namely quality of animal content, quality of item content, versatility, value to the game, and value for money. Quality and value for money, they're pretty self-explanatory. When I say versatility, I do mean kind of how well the animals and items that we get in the pack integrate with the existing game, and how they'll fit into kind of our existing parks, and just how versatile the pieces are and how we can use them in different ways. And when I say value to the game, what I mean there is kind of what are the new aspects this pack brings to the game? What are the, what does this bring to the table essentially? And that intro is long enough, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So as far as the quality of the animals go, I'm going to give Frontier a solid 5 out of 5. There's no question here, these animals are incredibly well detailed and their behaviors are amazing. They are I can't even see a recycled animation. All the animations feel new. The rigs must be new, the animals feel entirely new. All 5 of them add something new to the game, be it the weirdness of the giant anteater digging through the termite mound, the llamas where they have this lovely bouncy walk and their way they kind of turn up their nose at everything and look super snobby while looking so adorable, so and especially the jaguar and the capuchin monkeys with their climbing behaviors. The jaguar has some amazing climbing animations, and the capuchins are so friendly, they play with each other, they run around, they're so active, and they have so many cool animations. So yeah, 5 out of 5. Easily a 5 out of 5. And of course, I forgot to mention, there is one more animal, which is the red-eyed tree frog. And even that guy is pretty cool. For an exhibit animal, it is beautifully detailed and very different from what we have so far. We don't have that sort of medium-sized frog, so I think it does have a really good place in the game. Next up, we have the quality of the items. This includes all the scenery pieces, the new facilities, and of course any foliage and things like that. And I'm going to be giving this aspect a 4 out of 5. All of these items are honestly so well done, and the fact that almost all the new pieces are flexicolor is absolutely brilliant. The bamboo pieces, the little rope coils, and the new foliage pieces are easily some of my favourites in the whole game. However, some of the more grid-based pieces when it comes to the bamboo architecture or the stone architecture, they do look a little bit flat in terms of the model and texture. Nothing major, especially when viewed from afar. So definitely I think 4 out of 5 is more than a fair score because most of these things are honestly beautiful. And if you've seen any other YouTuber cover this pack, or if you've seen the trailers, you already know how gorgeous all the foliage and the pieces are. Our third category is the versatility of the pack. And for this, I also give it a 4 out of 5. So the animals are all a great fit for most generic zoos and work really well in tropical builds, but can be used in most others if you build a tropical house. So I'd say if you have a pre-existing zoos, all these animals would fit in pretty well. Jaguars are almost a staple in real life zoos, llamas can often be found in the petting zoo areas, and even the most out there, which I would say is the giant anteater, still fits really well because you can still see them in zoos around the world. The items are also really great and quite versatile. The bamboo and wood pieces, especially the recolorable ones, can be used in loads of different types of builds, be it generic or specifically themed, so very versatile. This section only loses a point due to the new parts, benches and bins, while really beautiful, I don't see us using things like a solid gold path in a non-themed area, especially not something that's not themed South America. That sentence made any sense at all. But basically these items are just not as versatile as the others, and that's why it kind of loses the point. And this includes a few of the this does not include, however, the statues, which are meant to be themed really heavily, so I don't know if this category makes the most sense, but this is kind of how I look at it. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Number 4 is value to the game, and in terms of that, I give the pack a 4 out of 5. Once again, a really good score. The new behaviors of the animals, the new items, and the new nature pieces, all really excellent additions. All are more than welcome to the existing roster, and all of them bring something new to the table, which I think is really important. The animals are all very new. There are things in here we've never had. We've never had anything quite like an anteater. We've definitely never had a new world monkey like this. So, all the animals are bringing something new, and same goes for the foliage. And of course, this DLC fits perfectly into our existing zoos and can definitely be used to enhance all of our current parks. The only reason I do give it a 4 out of 5 is that I think a new game mechanic would have been quite interesting to see. I don't know what that would necessarily be. Maybe if this DLC introduced something a little bit more new, like for example, if the jaguar climbed as much as it does in real life, maybe they could introduce mesh netting for the ceilings of habitats or grates or something similar like that. That would definitely bump it up. To be fair, something like that would probably bump this whole pack up to like a 6 out of 5. So yeah, that was just my reasoning behind that. Finally, it goes almost without saying, when it comes to value for money, this DLC is absolutely worth the price tag. It is about $7.99 in pounds, and honestly, for 4 habitat animals, 1 exhibit animal, and 350 pieces or so, I think this is more than reasonable. 5 out of 5 for this one. Easy. And that brings our total score to 4.4 out of 5. This DLC is honestly such an amazing addition to the game, and I personally didn't expect it to have as much content as it ended up having. I was kind of expecting something like the Arctic pack that we got in December, but this is leagues ahead. As far as future DLCs go, when I'm looking at this pack and the previous one, my wish list and kind of like the ideas I would have for potential improvements would maybe be to include more animals in the place of more items, or more animals and then they have the pack have a higher price tag, which I think would be reasonable really. But honestly, I am more than happy with what we got. This pack is beautiful. I didn't want to do a video covering just all the content because many other planetzoo YouTubers have done so, and they've done so with a lot more finesse than I would have. But I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts out there with this review, and I just want to say, like, 4.4 out of 5 is a really high score. Like, this pack is really good, so I'm really happy with it. And I want again to thank Frontier massively for putting out this pack, and like in the current time, I think it's it's just nice to have a game where we can just play with animals and chill and build things, and I love the fact that I have a few more animals to play with. And of course, thanks again for giving me a key as well to play it on the channel for all of you guys. So yeah, massive thanks to Frontier. Real congrats on this DLC. I think it was really good. And I do hope that this has helped all of you guys on making the choice whether or not to buy it. And if you liked the video, please do leave me a like down below. Feel free to comment as well, and I do reply to all the comments, so let me know what you think, whether you agree with me or you disagree, or what you've been doing so far with the new pack. What's your favourite animal in it? And if you like this content and you want to follow along with my newest zoo build, which is going to make so much use of these pieces and these animals because they're amazing, please do subscribe to this channel. This new zoo build is going to come out later this week. It is part of Sanakov Land, which is a series that I've released one video for so far, just on the basic roadwork. So yeah, please do subscribe for that. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!